I'm asking that who's aware of it, and if this is not the body, I'm just open to the probability that just if this is not the body, what it could be, and uh, I think that's not. I'm not getting any answers. I just, to be honest, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way to go through this stage? If there is a stage, is there gonna be any way to uh, turn around this is the obstacle, or uh, just being in this way, it's the right direction that I'm following?
Okay. Um, if my advice would be to look at who is doubting. Doubt.
Uh, yeah, I know that's just a thought. I know that's just a thought. I know that exactly. Right away, I said that. Okay, who's doubting? And I say that. Okay, that's just a thought. So, what is it aware of this thought? I get to. I don't know.
You know, part of knowing reality, really, in terms of your mind doesn't get to know reality, but your mind does get to know what is not real. And doubt, you see, is simply a stop sign, okay? So
Mm-hmm.
if you're in a marriage and you start having doubts about it, that marriage won't last. If you are trying to start a business and you start having doubts, you're going to have problems. Okay, so doubts are simply the mind's way of putting a stop to whatever. So if you can just observe that there's some resistance the mind is putting up through doubt, okay? This whole thing requires ultimately a leap of faith, and a level of trust that is unwarranted, you see. Now, so it's good that you noticed the doubt arising, but you can notice what it does. It just stops progress.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It doesn't really matter. There's no right or wrong way to do this. This happens on its own, and there'll be many stumbles along the way and misunderstandings. That just happens as a matter of course. But if you blindly move forward with keen observation, paying real attention to what's going on, just trust that that'll take care of it. That'll take care of it. You see, like it's not like anything you can do will will make something happen, okay? But you're still going to be doing something, so you're on this path, and simply use your mind to observe the mind, okay? So watch the mind put up doubt. And here's the thing: doubt is only a problem when you engage it. Okay? When you engage the doubt, it becomes a problem. Otherwise, it's just something that passes, just like a wave. It comes up, it goes, and then it's not there anymore. Okay? That would be the natural way of thoughts and feelings, you see? That they arise and they subside. So, um, just see it for what it is. It's just a roadblock. And look, you're going to stumble along and you're going to do things that will actually point you in the right direction. And you will do things that point you in the wrong direction. And if you're really paying attention, you'll catch it and you'll see it. You see? And then make the correction. But the thing about this is that I'm pointing to something that you already know, but you know it on a level that doesn't lend itself toward your personally understanding or conceiving of it. You know it on a level that is well beyond that. So basically, everything I'm talking about is already happening. And if you can just simply rest in the moment, it'll become obvious. And if you can't, then you'll keep doing things to help you point into that direction of resting in the moment. That's all. Try and be easy on yourself, and take it on faith. Take it on faith. So you've heard the basic concepts that I'm talking about. I think you've heard them long before you ever heard me talking about them. And you take them on faith that it's true. So my guru said all kinds of things, and I just took it on faith. I didn't question it. I just said, okay, they said it, that's it. You see, now, a lot of what they said was I don't subscribe to anymore, but I took it on faith at the time, you see, and it worked. It worked to undermine that sense of me that I had become totally absorbed in and thought that that was me, you see, because there's this notion that there's someone, but it's just a notion. There's actually no one. But that's how you start. You have to start from where you are, and just allow, when there are those moments of stillness, just be with them, and then notice how it gets taken away. Notice how the mind comes in and grabs that stillness and fills it with its thoughts and feelings, considerations and judgments, you see. Just notice how that works. But the stillness is still there. Your personal awareness of it comes and goes, but the stillness is always there. So you take this as an article of faith. You know that it's true. That stillness is always there. And it's not about you personally getting it, because this is nothing that you can get. This is not for you to possess. It's actually something that possesses you. So if there were any possessing to go on, that's not wholly accurate, but still. It's just to give you the picture, the image of it. So just as you follow your path, move forward with an unwarranted confidence. And when the mind comes up with doubt, judgments, evaluations, just watch it and watch how it works. Watch how the mind regains control and regains its position of being in charge. And what's the mind in charge of? The mind's in charge of nothing. It gives the appearance of being something, but it's not. And if you look at it carefully, you'll see that. And it'll become gradually more and more ridiculous for you to take your thoughts seriously. You just won't get engaged, because you'll see that the whole reality that you're living in is flimsy at best. It just, there's no there. So you keep looking at it and you'll see this more and more, that there's no there. And more it'll fade. It fades on its own into the background. And then what has always been there becomes the foreground. You see? So just take that as a matter of faith. And when doubt arises, see it for what it is. It's a stop sign. And see the mind engage with it. The mind engaging with the mind. And it's just a game. That's all it is. It's basically like the mind reinforcing its binders. Like, can only see that. The tunnel vision of me. And the limitation of me. You see, that's all it is. It's just keeping that tunnel vision alive. let that be over here, because there is something that is always present. This you take on faith. I'm telling you that it's true. Now it's your job in your daily to witness, to see that it is, to see that there is something more going on, something that is all-inclusive going on. It's always going on. You look at your life, you look at everything carefully, and your mind will be able to see that all of its thoughts, all of its feelings, all of its perceptions and experiences only exist within a small little circle, which is not real. And the mind can determine that it's not real. And when you're clear that it's not real, when there's no doubt about that, when you are absolutely clear that none of this is real, what happens is it fades. It becomes transparent. That which used to seem solid becomes transparent. And what's left is what's always been here. And there's no words for that. But it is everything. I don't know, did that help at all?
Yeah, definitely. Is actually, I feel that energy that you're talking about is actually
That's it.
quite enjoyable. Yeah,
That's it. You see, that's the peace.
yeah,
And the bliss, or whatever you want to call it. But
yeah.
you see? So that's always with you. Your personal awareness of it comes and goes. But that is always with you. And that's the thing. If you can just simply rest in that knowing that this particular thing that you're experiencing now, it's not an experience, but that's what you're left with after. It's always with you. It's always with you. The habit is to forget and get involved with yourself as a person. It's just a habit. So that's what satsang is good for, because what I'm talking about is always with you, and this is the reminder, just simply a reminder of that. So here, it's a reminder of home.
Thank you.
Yeah, please take full advantage and use your discrimination, your ability to observe the mind, to really observe the mind, like really observe it. See what is happening. Doubt is not a problem. Doubt is simply an experience, and it arises from fear. And you can watch how the ego tries to grab all of the attention and maintain that attention for its illusion of reality. So when you start straying, that doubt arises to grab you back. You see? Watch how it works. It's just a game the ego's playing with itself. It's got nothing to do with you. If you don't engage, it'll just pass. And if you do engage, it'll stop you from forward progress.